In this race, I make someone disappear, I grow a conscience, and I try and win a sprint. I was doing a big zone 2 day, so I'd done about 80 kilometers before this thing. I'm just planning to sit in, and the front guy can't handle that. So he drops out of the race. Don't blame him, only 3 people, and they're both sitting on your wheel. So he disappears, and it's just me and this other guy for the whole rest of the race. And again, I really don't plan on and do not have the legs to make any pulls here. So let's see how this plays out. This is the little climb on each lap. It's got 2 steeper-ish pinches. It's pretty short. I think it's maybe only 600, 800 meters, and then it's over. Never gets very steep, but it's the best place to push. So this guy is much lighter than I am. I have about 20 kilos on him, so he does attack over the top of that climb, and it takes a lot for me to get back on, and he will do this throughout this race. He raced really nicely for such a flat course. All right, we get to the second of 4 climbs, and on this one, we both play chicken. I don't want to raise my watts per kilo too high, because if he sees that, he's going to push, and if I see him pushing, I'm going to push. So we kind of let it play out, but gradually increase our speed through the climb, eventually both pushing a little bit and come back together at the top. Now, I'm really gassed here, and I'm grateful we can slow down and take a break, and that's when he hits me with this attack. He'll jump it up to about 7 watts per kilo, and he gets a gap immediately. Now, his watts per kilo FTP is higher than I am, even though he's a much lighter rider. If that gap had been a little bit longer, I don't think I can close. But as it is, I close, I'm very grateful, and I live to fight another lap. So the second to last climb we get to, and we both just push about 5 watts per kilo from the get-go, and then it gets a little bit harder than that. He lets me get in front, pushes to take a little gap, and then I have to dig a little deeper to stick together. But here we're together. He doesn't attack me just before the finish line this time, but he does start attacking me throughout this last lap. He keeps putting in these little digs. He'll go up to a sprint number and get a little bit of a gap, and then I'll sprint to try and catch back on, and we'll rinse repeat for this whole lap. This is great work and a great strategy by him. Again, I've got about 20 kilos on him. There's not much he can do on this flat course, but these repeated attacks are just killing me. And I was happy he was doing it because I actually started to feel bad in this race. It's just 2 of us. I'm sitting in the whole time. I get that that sucks, and you're just riding on the front with someone on your wheel. So anyway, I appreciate the race, and he was pretty good natured about it. Anyway, we get to this final climb, and we're both playing chicken a little bit at the start, and then we start to push. And at some point, I'm just like, all right, I gotta go, I gotta push, and try and keep it going a bit over the top, but I can't really get away. So he gets back, and we're gonna come down to the sprint. I'll slow it up here. This is almost a foregone conclusion. The hard part of this race was making it to this point. I have a better sprint than this rider. I weigh a lot more than this rider. This is my terrain. As long as I don't really screw this up, I'm going to be just fine. And we can see that there. I'm able to hit higher numbers. I squeak past him with about 50 meters left, and there we go. That's all said and done. Big props to this rider, though. Raced a great race, really put up with me just sitting in on that wheel. You can see that watt per kilo average there. I'm at 2.9, he's at 3.7, so thanks for the great race.